helped me to reach 2,000 subscribers. When my wife sent me a Spotify playlist titled Us, I thought it was sweet. It was a quiet Tuesday night, rain brushing against the windows, and she was lying on the couch, smiling at her phone. The message came with a heart emoji and a line that said, "For when you think of me." I clicked play without thinking much, until I saw the first song's title, Breathe, JM Edit. My stomach tightened. Her ex's initials were JM, Jacob Miller. It couldn't be a coincidence, right? I told myself not to overthink. It was just an edit, maybe just a remix artist. But as the songs played on, something inside me began to fracture. The next one was Alive, JM Remix. Then Falling With You, feat. JM. By the fifth song, I wasn't breathing normally anymore. Each track title, each subtle inclusion of those same two letters, felt deliberate, almost like a message only she and he would understand. When I glanced at her, she wasn't watching me. She was humming along quietly, smiling that soft, nostalgic smile she used to have when she talked about him, back when we were still learning each other's pasts. That smile cut through me like glass. I told myself I was being paranoid. I'd seen the damage jealousy could do, how it corrodes love, poisons trust, makes you see ghosts where there are none. So I played it cool. I even texted her, "Love the playlist. You're adorable." She replied instantly, "You like it? Each song means something about us." Us. But who's us? That question rooted itself in me like a thorn. The following night, when she was in the shower, I opened her Spotify profile. I'd never snooped before, but curiosity burned through my chest like acid. She had a private playlist named Before. The description read, "Where it all started." My pulse thudded in my ears as I clicked. Every song was the same kind of coded homage, titles, lyrics, or hidden initials tied to him. I scrolled further down and saw one of the playlist covers, a photo of a beach at sunset. We'd never been there, but she had, with Jacob. I didn't confront her immediately. I wanted to believe there was another explanation. Maybe she reused a playlist. Maybe it was nostalgia, innocent, meaningless. But my heart wouldn't let it go. Days passed in uneasy silence. I noticed how she avoided leaving her phone near me, how she turned it over when a message came in, how she laughed softly at something unseen, thumb flicking over the screen. One night, while she was asleep, I opened her phone. My hands trembled so badly I nearly dropped it. There it was, a text thread named JM. Not Jacob, not Jake, just JM. The most recent message was from her, sent that afternoon. "You listened? The playlist was for you. Like old times." He replied, "Every song took me back. You always knew how to speak in music." My throat went dry. Like old times. I stared at her sleeping face, peaceful, soft, the woman who once cried in my arms saying she'd never lie to me. And in that moment, love and hatred twisted together inside me until I couldn't tell them apart. The next morning, I made coffee like nothing was wrong. She kissed my cheek, humming one of the songs from the playlist, the same one she'd apparently made for him. "How'd you sleep?" she asked. "Fine," I said. "You?" "Good. Why?" "Just wondering." The conversation felt normal, too normal, like we were both pretending not to hear the ticking of a bomb beneath the table. Later that week, she asked if I wanted to go to the lake that Sunday. It was our spot, the place where I proposed. Something inside me cracked. "Sure," I said. "Let's make it special." And I meant it, though maybe not the way she thought. Sunday came. The lake shimmered under a cold gray sky. She spread a blanket, poured wine, and played our playlist through the Bluetooth speaker. She leaned against me, closing her eyes. "Doesn't it feel like us again?" she whispered. My heart pounded so hard I thought she could hear it. "It feels something," I murmured. We sat in silence as the songs played, each one twisting the knife deeper. Then Breathe, JM Edit, came on. She smiled faintly. "I love this one," she said. "It's timeless." I turned to her. Why does every song have his initials? Her smile faltered. "What?" "JM," I said quietly. "Don't lie to me. I saw your messages." For a moment, she didn't breathe. Then her eyes welled up, not with guilt, but something like fear. "I didn't mean for you to see that," she said. "So it's true." She shook her head quickly, reaching for my hand. "It's not what you think. It's just memories, songs from a part of my life that you what? That you still want." Her voice trembled. "No, sometimes I miss who I was back then, before everything got heavy." "Before me, you mean?" She opened her mouth, then closed it again. "Do you still love him?" I asked. Her silence was louder than any confession. We didn't speak for hours after that. We just sat there, staring at the gray water, listening to the song she'd written for someone else. When the last track ended, she whispered, "I didn't think it mattered anymore. It mattered the moment you hit it." She nodded slowly, wiping her eyes. "You're right. I'm sorry." "Are you?" I asked. She looked at me, truly looked at me, for the first time in months. "Yes, but I think I'm sorry for both of us." "What does that mean?" "It means I loved you," she said softly. "I just don't know if I still do." Her words hit like a slap. I wanted to shout, to rage, to throw her phone into the lake and watch it sink with every lie she'd ever told me. But instead, I just whispered, "Then why send me the playlist?" "Because part of me wanted to see if you'd notice," she said. "If you still knew me." That was when I realized the truth. This wasn't an accident. The playlist wasn't a mistake or nostalgia. It was a test, a confession disguised as art. And I'd failed. That night, when we drove home, the car was silent except for the sound of rain. At a red light, I glanced at her. She was staring out the window, her reflection ghosted against the glass. The playlist still played softly from her phone. A new song started, one I hadn't heard before. Its title, Goodbye JM Final Mix. She didn't even flinch when it came on. I turned off the music. She didn't stop me. We haven't spoken since. The playlist remains in my library, untouched. Sometimes I play it late at night, trying to find a version of her that loved me inside those songs. But all I hear now is silence between notes, a love that ended long before I realized it. And somewhere out there, maybe she's made another playlist. This time, for someone new,